Are you having problems with your current painting project? Or perhaps you're searching for tips for painting to help to refresh your walls and ceilings as the existing coat looks like it was done by a 5-year-old? Look no further. As experts in current paint technology, our tips for painting will help you from the beginning of your project through to the drying process, but we won't make you watch paint dry. We promise. Well, maybe just primer. Let's get into it. Top tips for painting. Painting can be an intensive process that requires significant planning, preparation, and the correct techniques. The following 10 pro tips for painting will help you achieve the success you desire and create projects of which you can be proud. Clean all surfaces. The first hack in our tips of painting is to make sure you clean the target area first. If you coat over dirty surfaces, the paint will chip off easily, make it more liable to flaking, and will create an uneven final finish. Address imperfections and prime. The coat will look blotchy, uneven, and unprofessional if you don't work to make good and prime the surface before applying paint. Depending on the demands and requirements of your base material, you can utilize fillers used to fill in small holes, hairline cracks, and minor damage. They're straightforward to employ, but remember that they shrink during the drying process, so ensure you apply generously, allowing it to protrude above the surface, and then sand it flat when dry. Skim coats. For walls that are battered or have large areas of damage, you can apply a thin coat of plaster on top of the existing layer to create an even surface. For a truly smooth finish, use a contractor, although, with a little practice, the enthusiastic dyer can achieve pleasing results. Replastering. This technique is necessary for surfaces with massive holes, large cracks, or lots of loose plaster. As this is a skilled project, it's worthwhile enlisting the help of a trade pro unless you're a proficient home improver. Primer. Primer creates a flat base, emphasizes imperfections, and covers existing paint coats. A thin sheen of primer, either oil or water-based depending on your top coat, delivers a basic surface to which your main coat will adhere. For example, water-based paints will be sucked into raw timber, giving an unaesthetic, uneven, and thin finish. The primer promises a flat base on which to begin. Use drop cloths. No matter how careful you are during the painting process, spills and splatters will still occur. Become too carried away with your sprayer, especially if it's a powerful airless machine knocking out over 3,000 psi, and your living room will look like a scene from a Tarantino movie. Hence, protect your flooring, furniture, and electrical devices by laying down canvas drop cloths or polythene sheeting in the work area. Furthermore, cover sockets and wall furniture hardware with masking tape. Always mix paint beforehand. The same shade of paint can vary in color even if the cans come from the same manufacturer. If you have an expansive project and will be using several different cans, it's crucial that they all match. So, to prevent non-uniform application, here's our pro tip: mix all the paint from different containers together. This especially applies to paint that was previously opened because color pigments can separate over time. To successfully mix cans of paint, utilize a pour to decant the medium into a 5-gallon bucket. For the ultimate results, use a paint filter and thoroughly combine the liquids with stirrer sticks. Thin the paint if required. Some sprayers struggle with the more dense mediums of latex, acrylics, chalks, and milks, meaning you need to dilute these liquids before using them with a power painter. Under no circumstances be a maverick thinning the paint in a carefree fashion using only your eye and gut feelings. Inadequately dilute, and your sprayer will encounter blockages and spluttering over thin, and you'll drench your target material. Expose yourself to overspray and wastage, and have a coat that doesn't sufficiently cover your project. Utilize a viscosity cup to analyze the density of your coating medium, and then refer to your sprayer's instruction guide for the correct dilution level. That said, you can avoid all this hassle by using a machine that can deliver thick liquids without thinning, such as the Graco X5. Address wood trim first. If you're repainting a room, always attend to wood trim such as moldings, dado rails, cornices, door frames, and baseboards before attacking the walls. Typically, these decorative areas will require an oil-based medium such as gloss or varnish, whereas the walls will likely be covered with a water-based paint such as latex. Trust me, it's much easier to wipe off stray latex from gloss than it is gloss from latex. Follow the instructions in tip #2 address imperfections and prime to prepare the trim before painting. As these areas typically need a little finesse, use a small brush or alternatively a sprayer with a fine tip designed for finishing work such as the Wagner Control 250. Avoid lap marks. If you've ever painted a wall and noticed unsightly lines on your finished project, you've been the victim of lap marks. These stripes are due to uneven layers of paint buildup occurring when you roll over paint that's already starting to dry. It can also happen when there's too much heat or draft during the drying phase. No primer is applied. There's insufficient paint stirring or thinning. Trying to paint an area too large at once, using low-grade economy paints. Spray like a pro. Painting, especially with a sprayer, is akin to playing a musical instrument. Throwing a baseball and satisfying your partner in the bedroom technique is crucial. Sure, the appearance of your mighty tool may induce gasps of admiration, but if you use it incorrectly, the results will be disappointing. Use a paint shield on edges, where walls meet, or where wood trim abuts plaster. It's wise to use a paint shield or guide wheel, not just for manual painting. You can purchase these useful and inexpensive tools to fit onto your sprayer, ensuring that edge work is both hassle-free and accurate. Expect touch-ups. Once you finish painting, you might think that you're officially done with the whole process. Crack open a cold one and switch on the ball game. Slow down, buddy. It ain't quite over yet. Once the paint has had sufficient time to dry, check it over for mistakes, missed areas, and wayward splatters. For small touch-ups, you don't have to bring out the power painter. Just use a small handheld brush. And for stray paint flecks, use a little mineral spirit to remove oil mediums, and water with a gentle detergent for latexes, chalks, and acrylics. We are going to end this video right away. If you have any query or information to share, please leave a comment. Thanks for watching.